Hey everyone, and welcome. You ever find yourself staring at one of those gorgeous high-end decks and just wondering, what makes it look so perfect? Well, I'll tell you, it's way more than just the boards you're walking on. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at all the unseen details, the hidden hardware that takes a deck from just good to absolutely great. Let's dive in. So what is the big secret, right? How in the world do you get that flawless, professional-looking surface that seems like it was built without a single screw? That's the question that really separates the average DIY look from a true pro-grade finish. And the answer? It's surprisingly simple, but pretty brilliant. Here's the key thing to wrap your head around. It's not about one magic part. A flawless deck is a complete system. Think of it like an ecosystem of specialized hardware, all designed to work in perfect harmony, starting from the ground and going all the way up to the surface you see and touch. And just like any great building, it all starts with a rock-solid foundation. I mean, before you even think about laying down those beautiful deck boards, you have to make sure the frame is strong, stable, and built to last. And that's where using code-ready connections is completely non-negotiable. For that kind of structural integrity, a ton of builders turn to brands like Simpson's Strong-Tie. You can pretty much think of them as the gold standard. What they provide is a whole system of connectors that makes sure your deck isn't just beautiful, but incredibly strong and, most importantly, safe. So let's break down how just two of these simple-looking pieces work together. You've got the post bases, which give you that solid start by anchoring everything right to the ground. This is so crucial for fighting what's called uplift. That's the wind trying to get under your deck and literally lift it. Then you have post-to-beam caps that lock all those critical joints together, which stops things from twisting and keeps the whole frame straight and sturdy. Okay, so now the frame is strong. Awesome. But how do you make it last? The bones of your deck, that substructure, are always being exposed to moisture. And protecting them is honestly one of the smartest and simplest things you can do to defend your investment for years and years to come. The absolute best way to think about this next piece of hardware is as a tiny little raincoat for all the wooden joists of your deck. We all know wood and water aren't the best of friends, and this simple addition creates a critical barrier between them, right where it counts the most. It's called joist tape. Products like Protecto Joist Wrap get applied right on top of the joists before any of the deck boards go on. What this does is shield the wood from all the water that seeps through the gaps. This prevents that trapped moisture that, you guessed it, leads to rot. It dramatically extends the life of your deck's frame. It's such a small step with a massive payoff. All right, now we get to move on to the part that everybody gets really excited about. That beautiful, clean, uninterrupted surface. This is where the magic really happens. We're talking about hidden fasteners, the absolute key to creating that flawless, screw-free look. Now, there are a couple of really great systems to get this look. You've got systems like camo clips, which are all about speed and ease. They come pre-assembled so you're not fumbling around with tiny little parts. Then you have other systems like the truck's universal clips, which are really focused on long-term maintenance. See, by locking the boards from the side, they not only give you perfect spacing every time, but they also make it super simple to replace a single board years down the road without having to tear up half your deck. And get this, the installation process itself? It's incredibly straightforward. It's basically 3 simple steps. You place the clip, you set the board in, and then you drive the fastener. That's it. This design makes it so fast and accessible for just about anyone, whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-time DIYer. So, why go hidden? Well, it's about so much more than just the looks. Yeah, you absolutely get that flawless finish, but you're also getting an engineered system that's built for durability and can actually enhance the overall strength of your deck. So, you get the amazing looks and the solid structure. It's a total win-win. But a complete system doesn't just stop at the surface you walk on. Modern deck hardware goes way beyond just holding things together. It can fundamentally transform how you use your entire outdoor space. And I mean, even the space below the deck. And I just love this quote because it captures the potential perfectly. Double your outdoor living space. You might be thinking, how is that even possible with a deck? Well, it's all about what you do with that area underneath it. This is done with a system like Trex Rain Escape. It's basically an underdeck drainage system that catches any water that comes through and channels it away. Now, not only does this give your joists even more protection, but it creates a completely dry, usable patio space below. All of a sudden, you've got the perfect spot for an outdoor living room, maybe with a finished ceiling, lights, even fans. So we've hidden most of the fasteners, which is great. But what about those few spots where a screw just has to be visible? Like on stair treads, or maybe the very first and last boards. Well, there's a really clever solution for that too, making sure every single detail is just perfect.
Meet color matching screws, like these from Starborn Deckfast. They are specifically designed and coded to perfectly match the color of whatever decking material you're using. And that means that even when a screw has to be visible, it just blends in so seamlessly you barely even notice it's there. It's really the ultimate finishing touch.
So, after looking at all these different components, from the foundation to the fasteners, all the way to the finishing touches, what's the one big thing you should remember? What's the key takeaway that's going to help you have a successful project? It's this: a truly great, long lasting, and beautiful deck isn't really about the individual pieces. It's about looking at the whole project as one complete system, where every single component, from the structural connectors to the hidden clips, is chosen to work together in perfect harmony. When you embrace this system approach, it really puts the power in your hands to create something that's not just stunning to look at, but is also strong and durable enough to last for decades. So, now that you're in on the secrets, what are you going to build?